What if, one day, everyone you knew disappeared? No family, no voice, no rescue. Just the endless sound of the ocean and silence that never ends. This is not fiction. This is the true story of a woman who survived alone on a deserted island for nearly 18 years. Her name was Juana Maria, and what she endured will challenge everything you believe about human strength. Before we begin, if you love powerful, real-life stories that touch your soul, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your support helps us bring more stories like this to life. It was the year 1835. On a remote island off the coast of California, known as San Nicolas Island, a group of native people called the Nicoleño were being forcibly removed from their homeland. Ships had arrived, orders were given, and chaos followed. Families rushed, children cried, voices echoed across the shore. Everyone was being taken away. Everyone except one. Some say she jumped off the ship when she realized her child had been left behind. Others believe she was simply forgotten in the confusion. But when the ship disappeared into the horizon, she stood alone, watching, waiting, until silence became her only companion. At first, she must have believed they would return. Days passed, then weeks, then months, but no ship ever came back. And slowly, hope turned into reality. She was completely alone. No village, no tools, no protection, only nature, raw and unforgiving. But Juana Maria did something extraordinary. She adapted. She learned to survive. She hunted seals and seabirds. She gathered shellfish along the shore. She found edible plants hidden in the wild. She crafted tools from bones, stones, and driftwood. She built shelters to protect herself from the freezing winds of the Pacific Ocean. And in one of the most incredible acts of ingenuity, she created a dress made from green cormorant feathers, not for beauty, but for survival. What makes this story even more powerful is that Juana Maria was not just surviving, she was thinking, adapting, evolving. Without formal education, without modern tools, without human guidance, she mastered her environment. She became her own protector, her own provider, her own teacher. In today's world, we often talk about intelligence in terms of degrees and achievements, but here was a woman alone on a forgotten island, proving that true intelligence is the ability to adapt, endure, and overcome. She wasn't just surviving, she was thriving against impossibility. Imagine this: 18 years. No conversation, no human touch, no rescue. Just the wind, the waves, only memories. Sometimes sailors passing by claimed they saw smoke rising from the island, a sign that someone was still alive, still waiting, still hoping. But no one came, not for 18 years. Finally, in 1853, a man named George Nightyver, a sea otter hunter, landed on the island. He had heard stories, rumors, whispers of a ghost, a survivor, a mystery. And when he found her, he was stunned. She wasn't broken, she wasn't wild. She stood strong, calm, dignified. After nearly 2 decades of isolation, she still carried herself with quiet strength. She was taken to Santa Barbara. For the first time in years, she was surrounded by people again. But something had changed. The world she returned to was no longer the one she left behind. Her body, after years of isolation, had lost its defenses. The simplest illnesses became deadly. And just 7 weeks after being rescued, Juana Maria died. Not on the island, not in survival, but in civilization. For generations, her story lived only in whispers. Then, in 2012, archaeologists made a discovery: a cave on San Nicolas Island. Inside it, tools, artifacts, and a mysterious red wooden box. Proof, real physical proof that she had lived there, alone, for years. Her story was no longer just legend, it was history. Her life later inspired the famous novel Island of the Blue Dolphins, a story read by millions around the world. But even that book only captures a glimpse of her reality, because the truth was even more powerful. Juana Maria's story is not just about survival. It's about strength in silence, courage in isolation, intelligence without recognition, and hope, even when the world forgets you. She proved something timeless. Even in the deepest loneliness, the human spirit can survive. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to reflect, because somewhere in the world, someone is fighting their own silent battle. If you believe in the power of human resilience, like this video. If you want more real stories that inspire and move you, subscribe to the channel. And tell us in the comments, could you survive 18 years completely alone? Your answer might surprise you.